Good evening. We are bringing you commentary of Croatia against Spain today from Euro 2020 round of 16. I'm your alternative host, Russ Vernon, alongside your alternative commentator, Mike Orneman, and you are listening to the Commentary Hub. Very warm welcome to you, Mike, for this one. Should be a good game. Are you looking forward to bringing this one for the listeners today?
Yeah, hi Russ, hi everybody. Yeah, I think this is going to be a cracking game, to be honest. I'm really excited and looking forward to this one. Two very good nations that are, both got a bit of history about them as well. Of course, Spain have won this competition in the past, and Croatia, of course, themselves got to the World Cup final just a couple of years ago. So it'd be really interesting to see what happens in regards to who comes out on top in this game tonight. And, I see it being a very close game. I've seen the two lineups as well. And, of course, the main talking point, which I will get into now, because obviously the lineups will be announced have been announced already as well. And everyone will be aware of that, is, of course, that Ivan Perisic is unavailable for Croatia due to testing positive for COVID-19. So he's out of their squad for this game. And he'd be a big miss for them, but they've still got plenty of quality on the show as well.
He has indeed, Mike. He has indeed. And also, with him being out of this one today, Mike, he will be likely to be out of the tournament should they progress past Spain, as well as the team just emerging from the tunnel led out by the officials, and then starting off with Croatia leading the way out. And should be a very good game, this one. Hopefully, we'll see plenty of goals. We had two great games yesterday, Mike, as you probably saw both of them, as Holland clashed out to the Czech Republic by 2-0, and Belgium lost 1-0 to Portugal.
You mean beat Portugal by a goal to
beat
nil?
Portugal by a goal to nil yesterday, and they've just called up Kaminsky from from Blackburn Rovers due to an injury to the goalkeeper Simon Mignolet as well, Mike. So that's going to be a very good one going forward for them, and should be a good thing to see for them going forward in this game. As we now get ready for the national anthems, starting today, I think it'll be with Spain. Here we go, and then we'll land over to Mike after this. Just bear with us.
Please stand up for the national anthems, starting with Spain. Please remain standing for the national anthem of Croatia.
Brilliantly sung the national anthems there. And now let's hand over to your match commentator, Mike Orneman, who will talk us through the first half action and give us all the important team news for the game today, Mike.
Thank you very much, Russ. Of course, this game takes place in the Parken Stadium in Copenhagen. And of course, I'll run you through the two sides as well. There's been two changes for both respective nations for this game. I will run you through those in a second. In fact, I'll run you through the two sides in full first of all, and then I'll go through the changes afterwards. In goal for Croatia is Livakovic. Then they've got Juranovic, Vida, Kaletakar, and Kavadio along the back, with Modric, Brozovic, and Kovacic, the three-man midfield, with Vlasic, Petkovic, and Rebic leading the line for Croatia, with Spain lining up with Unai Simon in goal, then Cesar Azpilicueta, Eric Garcia, Aymeric Laporte, and Gaia along the back, with Koke, Busquets, and Pedri in the three-man midfield. And it looks like they're matching up with Croatia as well, with Ferran Torres leading the line alongside Morata and Sarabia as well. Torres and Sarabia either side of Morata, I should actually add. With the officials are Kunyet Kakar of Turkey, is assisted by Bahattin Duran and Tarık Ungan, both of Turkey as well. Bastian Dankar is on VAR alongside Christian Gittelman and Christian Dinger, who are all German, and Paul Gill, who's Polish. We've got Andreas Ekberg of Sweden on fourth official duty. And then in regards to the UEFA delegate, that's Jovan Sabatovic from Serbia. The UEFA observer is Bo Carlson from Sweden. And the reserve official, if needed, is Mehmet Cullum, also from Sweden as well. And looks like the two sides are getting ready to get underway. It does look like they're going to be underway any second now, in fact. And just want to see who it is kicking off here. It's quite difficult to see at the moment because it's quite far away on the screen. But it does look like Spain are going to be kicking off, I believe. Let's have a look. And we're underway in this game anyway, and it's with... So in fact, it's just gone out of play at the moment, and we've had about 12 seconds, in fact, now on the clock, and it's a throw-in here for Gvardiol, the left-back of Croatia. He's going to take this to number 25, and he's going to throw it down the line, looking for, I think that was Juranovic, I think, just in possession now. And it's now just in midfield at the moment with Spain in possession, actually along the back with, I think it's Garcia and Aymeric Laporte there as well. Because Aymeric Laporte was only just awarded Spanish nationality not too long before this start of this competition as well, which means that he can now play for Spain, considering the fact that he hadn't actually played for France, which is where a lot of people might know him from as well, because he does have a bit of French nationality in him as well. Does Aymeric Laporte, but it's currently in possession with Spain at the moment, and in midfield with, I think that was Koke there, and now it's back with the defence, and Spain is just looking to pass the ball around at the moment. We've had 1 minute and 18 if you do want to sync up with us on the channel, and of course you're listening to the Commentary Hub in partnership with JB Sports for this Euro 2020 delayed coverage on the back of course, the COVID pandemic as of last year, which saw the delay. It's Laporte now for Spain, looking for a through ball here, and I think that was towards the on-running, I think it might have been the number 14, which was Gaia from left back, and Livakovic done well there to come out and to claim the ball there nice and simply and just clears it long upfield as well, and it's all the way through to his opposite number now, wearing looks like quite fluorescent orange in fact today. This is the Spanish goalkeeper there of Unai Simon, who's in place of David De Gea of Man United, who's only on the substitutes bench today. I will run you through the subs when we get a bit of time as well. And of course, this Spain side were victorious last time out in a game that Russ covered. They were 5-0 winners over Slovakia, which saw them progress through into this position where they are now. And of course, Croatia was in England's group as well, and they progressed just behind the Three Lions and ahead of Czech Republic, who got a very favourable result themselves yesterday against the Dutch, with of course Scotland propping up that group as well. And of course, Croatia were able to beat the Scots as well, which was one of the deciding factors, if not the deciding factor, in them getting through to this stage. And it's the Spanish goalkeeper Simon in possession now, and he plays it out to Aymeric Laporte. Going to take a few touches and then switch the play across to Eric Garcia now. And he's going to switch it back to his defensive partner once more. And he's going to go long here out to this right side where I think it might have been Torres. In fact, it is Torres in possession and knocks it on to Koke. And there's Busquets now. And out it goes to Laporte, I believe that is. And he's going to take a couple of touches and then play it into midfield once more towards, I think, Busquets there. And there's Eric Garcia now. Still remaining goalless for anyone that's joining us just a few minutes late. If you're just coming in from work or anything of the like, you haven't missed anything as of yet. And it's Spain in possession at the moment with Ferran Torres. And there's gone out of play there. Tried to feed Azpilicueta. And it's gone out of play for a Croatia ball. And the throw is going to be taken by Gvardiol now with the left back position. He just bowls it back to his goalkeeper there. And Livakovic smashes it up towards the number 11, Brozovic, and it comes off his head and out of play, which seems like Azpilicueta is going to take this throw in front of his manager as well. Of course, very good player in his day was the Spanish manager, Luis Enrique, as well. One of the few that actually moved between Real Madrid and Barcelona, which is very rare for a manager, or sorry, a player, I should say, to do that, especially in the Spanish game. It's a bit like, if somebody was to move from England, maybe to move across the likes of Arsenal and Tottenham, or between Man United and Man City, something along those lines. It's very infrequently seen, especially back then in the 90s it was anyway. There's a free kick here for Spain now. And it's the number 22 over it, and also I think Koke is over it as well. So Sarabia's over it. I think Sarabia whips it in fact. And it's now with Modric there. And it's just a bit of head tennis there, and Morata's in. It's going to knock it back though to Gaia and headed there. Chance. Oh, that was a good opportunity there. I think it was from Torres. Knocks it into the path of I think it might have been Koke running on. I couldn't quite see who it was, but was hooked away in the end by the Croatia back line, and the referee is not happy with something. Here's a Croatian man down. It's one of the defenders, I believe. I think it might even be the number 25, which is Gvardiol, in the wars already after 6 minutes here. Just want to see what happened there. It was actually a jump by Ferran Torres on him, and it was Koke, the man that was coming in as well, looking for the knockdown, and was well defended there by Gvardiol, and he's the man that's in the wars, but he's up to his feet now. And Spain have a throw in here taken by Cesar Azpilicueta, and now it's knocked all the way back to Garcia, and Laporte as well involved, and now it's Gaia. And he's going to get it back as well as the left full back, and he's going to be forced backwards. And Laporte's going to just pick it up here and take a couple of touches before playing it out to Garcia as a defensive partner. Still remaining 0-0 at the moment between Croatia and Spain. Of course, as I mentioned, In the group stages, Croatia were beaten by Raheem Sterling's goal, which gave England the victory at Wembley Stadium in match day 1. In match day 2, they drew with the Czech Republic. And then in match day 3 was the victory over Scotland. Whereas with Spain, they were held to a 0-0 draw against Sweden in the opening game. They were also held by Poland in match day 2 as well. And then in match day 3 were convincing 5-0 winners over Slovakia, which saw them progress in second place. In fact, both of these sides progressing through in second place in their respective groups. And it's, I think that's Gaia in possession now. Of course, we've had some fantastic action on the channel already this weekend with Denmark beating Wales by 4-0. Also, the Italians progressing through over Austria as well by 2-1 after extra time. And of course, yesterday, the Czech Republic and Belgium progressing against the Netherlands and Portugal, respectively, seeing the holders knocked out. And of course, the Netherlands knocked out as well. And of course, later on, we do have France against Switzerland for you on the channel as well. Jack Cunningham's bringing you that one, I believe. So do stick around for that one a bit later on to see whether the French can progress. And of course, tomorrow we have England against Germany, the old rivals, the nemesis, I should say, as such. And then following on from that, there's also the final game of the group, which is with Russ as well. And just trying to see who that was. I've got so many notes here. There's all of the games are going to be covered here on the Commentary Hub and JB Sports anyway, including the final game there, which, let me go through all of my notes here and my bits of paper. So I haven't made notes of who's covering what games and whatever. But currently it's still 0-0 in the game here, is the game that I'm covering, of course. And Russ is covering, sorry, it's France and Switzerland is one of the games. I don't even know what the other game was. I think I might have noted it down wrong, possibly. So if you could just remind me, Russ, then Sweden and Ukraine. Thank you, Russ. Thank you very much for that. I noted it down wrong. I put France down twice, giving them an extra bit of a chance to qualify. Sweden-Ukraine is the game that Russ is covering tomorrow, so I will amend that on my sheets here when the ball goes out of play. In fact, I'll do that as Spain have possession right now, and it's given away. And that's a bit of a side-bin challenge there, and the referee is going to pull over, I think that's Eric Garcia, for at very least a talking to here. And it is just a talking to, in fact. For that foul there on the Croatian man. I think it might have been the number 20, which is Petkovic, the man leading the line. And it's in possession now with Luka Modric here, trying to find Brozovic, and it's put behind there for a throw-in, which has gone in favour of Spain, of course, in the opening almost 11 minutes of this game. And Cesar Azpilicueta is the man over this. And it's going to be thrown in just in a second now. Of course, Croatia were beaten in 2018 6-0 by Spain, which still remains their heaviest ever international defeat. But they did get a little bit of revenge on them in the Nations League by winning that game 3-2. But, of course, as I mentioned there's been a couple of games between the sides. In fact, there's actually been, I think, maybe 8 games between the sides, I believe, which I think this might be the 9th. I will confirm in a moment. But, yeah, Croatia last faced Spain, as I said, in any competition during 2018-19 UEFA Nations League, winning 3-2 that day, and that was in Group D, of course. And then they were beaten in 2018 6-0, which still remains their heaviest defeat, as I just mentioned. And this is the third meeting in major tournament football, with both sides winning one apiece as things stand so far. It's the left back now, Gaia for Spain. Put behind there for a Spanish throw-on, which number 14, Gaia, is going to take once more, and he's going to get it back as well. Knocks it back now to Laporte, and then he gives it back to his left full-back again. Into, I think that's Busquets now. Opens up his body, tries to find Morata now. Into the box it goes, and opportunity for a shot at goal here. And it's wide by Sarabia there, and not troubling Dominik Livakovic in the Croatia goal. The man that plies his trade in the Croatian league, in fact, with Dinamo Zagreb. Sorry, I should say Ukrainian league, I should say. Sorry, let me correct myself. Oh, are they Croatian? I think they might be the Croatian league, in fact. Anyway, here's Cesar Azpilicueta now. It's currently in midfield with the Spanish. And touch on there to Gaia now. And I think also there's a few midfield men involved. I think Busquets is involved. I think Pedri was involved as well. And also Koke. It's now given away. And in fact, there's a free kick here for a foul on Sergio Busquets. And it's taken quickly. It's an opportunity here now for Spain. And that's Pedri. No, Busquets was involved as well. And good head there by the Croatian fullback, which I think was Juranovic possibly. But no, it's still with Spain as things stand. And it's Koke trying to feed the ball down the line. And it's well headed there by the Croatian man. And going to get it clear in the end as well. And it's gone behind off of a Spanish man there, which I think was off of one of the midfielders. It might have been Koke, I'm not 100% sure, but it's gone behind for a throw-in anyway, which Carvalho was going to take. You see Cesar Azpilicueta there. He's got a bit of a bandage to his hand. He's still obviously playing on with that injury, and Croatia are in possession here now, and they might be able to counter as well. Looking for, Brozovic looking for, I think that was Petkovic he was trying to pick out. So in fact, it was Rebic he was trying to pick out, in fact. And it was just too long for him. And Unai Simon was able to come out and just claim the ball and just bowl it out to his centre-back there, which is Garcia now. It's now with Morata. And Torres involved as well, Koke as well. Now, then it was Busquets. Now it's, I think, Laporte there. Still Spain getting a bit of possession here. It's Aymeric Laporte once more. Currently 15 minutes and 12, 13, 14. If you didn't want to sync up, Spain are in here. Oh, and that was through ball to Koke there. And a weak effort, which was comfortable for Dominik Livakovic, but just want to have a look there with that through ball. It was a great through ball, and Koke was on the end of it. Gavardio helped out as well, but it was just a little bit of a toe poke, really, trying to prod it past Unai Simon there. And actually, the goalkeeper, Livakovic, got down and got a foot to that, and really good save in the end from the Croatia number one. It's Sarabia with a corner now. He's got to get it back as well, and crosses it in. It's headed behind for another Spain corner, I believe there. But that was the first real opportunity for either side, and Spain were decided to create it, and Koke possibly really should have been doing better with that. It's Sarabia over this one. Plays it short. It's given away now as well, and Croatia might be able to break here. Here's Luka Modric. Lovely back heel there. Croatia just knocking it around. Modric gets it back and plays it across his own box. It's normally a little bit of a worry when teams that do that. Here's Vida onto Kaleta Khan. And now it's with Modric once more. Finds Kovacic. Gavardio. Given away now. Now it's with the Spanish Torres. And they're just playing it around here at the moment. It's with the number 22 for Spain, which is Sarabia, in possession now. The midfield of Spain here. I think it might be trying to find the through ball there to Morata, but well defended. And now Croatia can break, looking for Brozovic. I think that is. In fact, I think it's Rebic. In fact, and there's a chance here for Croatia now, and it's 4 on 3. I think for a second, but then really well swarmed out by the Spanish midfield and defence there, and forced Croatia back. And now it's just along the back line there with, I think it's Vida now in possession, and also Kaleta Kar now as well. And Vida gets it back. And now it's with Jovanovic. Has to go backwards. It's turned and knocks it all the way back to his goalkeeper. Croatia playing this first half from left, right to left, I should say. Sorry, and Spain playing from left to right. On my screen, anyway. And it's currently with Spain in possession. Just back with, that was Garcia there. There's an opportunity here for Spain now, and it's going to be fed down the line towards Ferran Torres. Scored last time out, of course. Whips it in. Morata, they're claiming for handball here against Vida, and nothing's going to be given. The referee there. It was a fantastic ball in fact, from Ferran Torres, and Morata claiming it there. Koke claiming it as well. And that could be given. That is his hand there. I wonder if they're going to look at this with VAR at all now that the ball's gone out of play. I think they are. In fact, the referee has looked at it and was very quick in terms of saying no as well, which is great to see, considering how long VAR took with certain decisions over the weekend. Of course, there was that one with De Ligt, who got sent off for the Netherlands, and he even come out himself, I believe, and said that cost them the game. It's currently with the Spanish midfield now, and in fact, it's all the way back to Unai Simon, and it's gone in. He's just passed that back to his goalkeeper, and it's nestled into the back of the net. Croatia have taken the lead there, and what a howler that is from Unai Simon, the Spanish goalkeeper. That's come from absolutely nothing. He's just played it back to his goalkeeper. The goalkeeper tries to take a touch, the ball's bobbled underneath his foot, and it's nestled in the back of the net, and Croatia lead. I want to see who it was with the ball, and it's actually the goalkeeper there. He looks like he wants the earth to sort of eat him up, you know. It's gone into the back of the net there. It took a touch off the goalkeeper, so that will probably go down as a Simon own goal. But who was that with the original back pass? And let's have a look at this. The more you see this is certainly going to be on the blooper reel. Croatia lead by a goal to 0, and I wonder if it has gone down as an Unai Simon own goal, or whether it was from the person that passed it back to him. But that was Croatia. Look like they want to go and get a second straight away now as well. I'm still shook up by that pass back there, and that's a big shock there. Of course, you know, two fantastic sides, but you know, and we were hoping for goals, but to have a goal in such a weird way there, like, you know, in that game, in that moment there of the game, wow. I think it might take me a minute to get back, because that was some serious sort of play there from Spain, knocking it back to the goalkeeper. You expect him to deal with it, and he's just let that bobble underneath his foot and go into the back of the net. And yeah, as I said, it looked like he wanted the ground to eat him up there. Croatia gifted a lead. I wonder what Russ's thoughts on that were. I have to get Russ's thoughts at half time. I think it has actually gone down as a Simon own goal as well. As I said, it did come off his foot, so that is probably the correct call. As Spain trying to play it out now from Sergio Busquets, looking for think that was Ferran Torres, but it's gone out of play. And Gavardiol is going to take this throw in. And wow, that was an interesting bit of play there from Spain. You know, I think they're shook up themselves by this now. They've sort of not able to kind of get a foothold in this game. Croatia have been gifted that goal, and this is just mad. I don't know what other word I could use. It's currently with the Spanish defender now of Garcia. Then Laporte onto Gaia. Back to Laporte now. Now it's with Garcia again. Plays it through to Morata. Well defended then. I think there was 2 men in fact by Croatia, and Livakovic just smashes it long towards Luka Modric, and there's a free kick here for Spain now. And that was might have been on Sarabia possibly. Now it's Cesar Azpilicueta. And now it's given away though by Spain, and it looks like might have been Kovacic looking for Rebic. Rebic gets it back as well now. Trying to find, I think that's Kovacic, is it? Yes, it is indeed. And plays it into midfield now to the number 25, Gavardiol. There's Modric. Now with Kovacic once more. Good turn there by the Croatian striker, and the referee, it says no foul there on the edge of the box in Croatia's favour. I think Rebic was the man that went down, and now knocked back to the goalkeeper of Livakovic. I'm going to have to look up what actually happened with that goal, because it was a really interesting moment there. I want to see who it was with a pass back, but I've just had a message there in our group chat as well. Barry saying it wasn't as funny as that own goal by Spain. Croatia are in here now, and it's just put wide by the number 17, Rebic. Sorry to any Spanish listeners as well for Barry's comment. I know, Barry loves to wire people up sometimes, I think, but it was certainly, not the kind of goal I was expecting to see in this game anyway. Croatia leading with that goal, the Unai Simon own goal, the difference so far. It was Pedri that knocked the apparently gentle pass back to him from midfield, and the Spain goalkeeper just took his eye off it, and it came off his foot there, and it went into the back of the net. But it certainly, there was nothing gentle about it. It's currently with the Spanish defender there of, I think that's Laporte, trying to play it down the line. They're looking for a free kick there as well, but nothing given. I think it might have been it might have been in favour of Sarabia, the man that was fouled. 25 minutes played so far. Croatia leading 1-0. It's them on the attack as well now. Here's Kovacic. Opens up his body, has a shot, and over the top of the goal from Kovacic there was high and always rising, in fact. Excuse me, that effort. But from about just on the edge of the box as well, it's always worth having a shot there. But he just couldn't keep his effort down, and so far Spain are still unable to get a foothold in this game. There's 2 balls on the pitch there as well, and the referee's just booted one off, and we're now back underway again with Unai Simon, the unfortunate goal scorer for Croatia, in possession now, and knocks on to it's Koke now, trying to feed it down the line to Ferran Torres. Is he going to be able to keep this in? He is as well. He whips the delivery in. Head up by Sarabia there and over the top. And there's a Croatia man down as well at the back post there. I think it was the 2 number 22s up against each other. So I think that's Juranovic, the man that's down for Croatia, the right fullback. Just having a look at this opportunity to this goal again now, and takes a touch off of Unai Simon, and then as soon as it comes off his foot, he's backtracking And then he realises what's happened, and the Croatian fans behind his goal as well. I think even they were in shock and surprised by what's actually happened there, as the ball nestled into the back of the net and gave Croatia the lead. And you see the manager there of Spain, Luis Enrique, as well. Water bottle to his head, bashing his water bottle against his head there, thinking, well, what has just happened? As it's Spain in possession right now. Cesar Azpilicueta. It's given away, though, by Spain there. And I think that was... who was that? It might have been Pedri, possibly. It's given away. But it's a chance here for Croatia now. It's going to be whipped in, is it? In fact, what's happened there? I think the referee is going to have a look at this one. It looked like there was a hand there from Ante Rebic on the who was that on? The number 8 Koke. Referee says nothing untoward though, and no card for the Croatian man. Spain have possession now, and it's playing round at the back. Now it's a foul there on Koke by Ante Rebic, and the referee goes over to him, runs over to him, in fact, there, and just says, no more of that, any more of that, and you'll be in my book. And Spain just take this free kick quickly now. Still trailing by that goal to nil as well. 28 minutes played, 28 and a half, in fact. You're listening to the Commentary Hub, and of course, JB Sports as well, partnering up for the Euros, and of course, furthering on from that as well, we will be partnering up for some Premier League and Cup action and Champions League action and everything like that as of next season too. So great to be working with JB Sports once more for the remainder of this competition and also into next season as well. It's with Livakovic now. There's an offside flag there against, I think that was Vlasic, I believe, yes it was. And it's now taken by Garcia. Out to Gaia now, and onto Sarabia. And it's now played to Eric Garcia once more. And then Aymeric Laporte now. And we've got a nice little stat for you in a moment as well, but currently Spain in possession with Azpilicueta now and Busquets, and now it's with Ferran Torres, and it's gone behind off of Gvardiol, for a throw-in. And since the start of the 2018 World Cup, Croatia have failed to score in only one of their last 10 games at major tournaments. And I think I'm going to give this to you as a challenge. Who was that against? Is what I want you to let us know, and you can do so just by tweeting us and of course using the hashtag as well when you put that in, which of course is what is the hashtag that we're using at the moment? I think it's let's just have a look here now anyway as the possessions here, but you can tweet us anyway at the Commentary Live 1. You just tweet us at that, and it's Teach Hub is the hashtag, sorry, as well. Yeah. And it's with an opportunity now for Morata. It's put behind by, I think that was Kaleta Kara, I believe. It was indeed. Good challenge there from Croatian centre-back. There's now a corner ball for Spain, whipped in. Or sorry, it is going to be whipped in, I think, by either Koke or I think Sarabia over it as well. And it's good head there, the near post by the Croatian man. And in fact, what's happened here now? Is that a foul in there? It's a foul by the, I think it's Cesar Azpilicueta there on one of the Croatian men. And a free kick here has been awarded for Croatia there. The side that leads so far. If you do want to let us know your answers to that question. So since the start of the 2018 World Cup, Croatia failed to score in only one of their last, was 10 games, now 11 games at major tournaments. And I'll give you 2 points to that question. In fact, you could let us know how many times they've netted as well, if you include this goal in there as well, the one that they've scored today. So you've got 2 points up for grabs there. Or 2 answers up for grabs there, I should say. So ask me the question now for Spain. Here's Koke. Now it's Torres. Morata. Well defended there by Croatia. And it's now out from Livakovic to Gavardio. And it's gone behind for a Croatia throw as well. Off of Ferran Torres. You're listening to the Commentary Hub, of course, also in partnership with JB Sports. And current score is Croatia 1, Spain 0. Unai Simon with the own goal. That is the difference so far. Of course, later on, we've got Jack Cunningham bringing you France against Switzerland as well. And England, Germany with John Kane tomorrow. And then Sweden and Ukraine with Russ Vernon as well. So we're going to keep across every single game in the knockout stage for you. Of course, we covered Wales and Denmark as well with Nicholas Jones. We had JB bring you Italy and Austria. And then we had a game yesterday between the Netherlands and Czech Republic, which was Russ Vernon and Luke Turton on that one. And of course, we had Matt Isles bring you the game between Belgium and Portugal as well. There's a goal kick here now to Croatia. Livakovic over it. He's got a bit of somebody there to play it short if he wants to as well. But he's going to go long, in fact. It's gone out of play for a Spain throw in there, which is going to be taken by Gaia. In fact, Luka Modric, the man who's leading the charge from the Croatian midfield, became the oldest player to score for his nation last time out at the age of 35 years old and 286 days in that victory over Scotland as well. And so far, it's his side that are leading against the Spanish. And in fact, what's also quite interesting about that is that he was also the youngest ever goal scorer for the Croats at the age of 22 years and 73 days as well, versus Austria back in 2008. So it's very infrequently that you get the oldest and the youngest player being the same person. But Luka Modric has done just that so far for his nation. In separate years, of course. Croatia in possession now. Juranovic there, and I think that was Luka Modric, in fact, in possession as well. And is that a foul there? The referee says, no, get to your feet. Nothing doing there. And it's with, I think that's Laporte now, I believe. Garcia now. 10 minutes till half time. Still Croatia leading by that goal to 0. And they've got a bit of defending to do now. Here's Ferran Torres. Gonna beat this man as in. He wins the corner, I believe, as well. Does the Manchester City man. Off of Gavardio, I think that was. Opportunity here now for Spain to bring the defenders up from the back. The likes of Garcia and Laporte making their way up. That's with Quetta as well. And it looks like Sarabia and Koke are going to be the man over this one. Let's see who's going to take this corner kick. And it is Koke that takes it and whips it in. Well defended there. In fact, there's an opportunity for Spain to get an effort at goal though, and it's taking a deflection off of Aspilicueta there from, I think it might have been Koke with the effort originally, but it took a deflection off of Aspilicueta anyway, and behind for, in fact it wasn't, it was actually the number 14, sorry, Gaia with the original effort. And they come off of Aspilicueta and behind. It's Croatia in possession now with the goalkeeper, Livakovic. And now he's just going to be seen through to Eric Garcia, who's in possession now, and plays it out to Aspilicueta. Touch on there by Sarabia now, gets it back as well. Chance here for Spain now. And it's with Sarabia once more now. It's a shot at goal. Good save, Livakovic. Sarabia has equalised. Spain are back level. It's Pablo Sarabia with a goal. Great bit of build-up play there from the Spanish. And it's Pablo Sarabia who's equalised for the Spanish now. Of course, they went 1-0 down through Unai Simon's unfortunate own goal. But it's Pablo Sarabia there, the attacking left-sided forward there. Is involved in that opportunity there. Gets himself back into the box. Great save originally from Livakovic. And he parries it out only as far as Sarabia. And Sarabia smashes it into the back of the net. I think it was might have been Gaia with the original effort. Alvaro Morata was in there as well. And it took a deflection off of, in fact, Livakovic as well. Off of his head and into the back of the net there. But that one is on target. So that will probably be going down as a equalising goal from Sarabia. And Spain are level. Game on. Croatia underway now. It's Luka Modric. It has gone down as a Sarabia goal as well. They fought back well on the back of going 1-0 down of the Spanish too. And it's Croatia here now with the number 17, Rebic. And it's now Petkovic. What can Petkovic do? He's going to find Rebic once more, and it's gone behind off of Rebic, in fact, for a goal kick. 6 minutes plus any additional time in the first half of this Euro Euro 2020 last 16 knockout game. Croatia won, Spain won, as things stands. And in fact, the Spanish in possession now. There's Alvaro Morata onto Sarabia. I think he swapped flanks, in fact, now. Sarabia switches the play there to Gaia, possibly that was. It's a good header there by Croatia, and that's Modric. And there's a counter-attack on, and it's with the striker there. In fact, he just shoved his man over, did Petkovic. It's now Koke for Spain. Whips it out to Sarabia once more. Onto Aspilicueta now, and well defended by, I think that's put behind for a throw-in from one of the midfielders there. Couldn't quite see which one it was. As it's now Spain in possession, looking to get in front for the first time in this game. Here's Busquets now. Now it's Koke. Now Sarabia again. Now it's Koke once more via, I think, the fullback Aspilicueta was involved as well. Now it's with Sarabia once more now. Getting a lot of joy on this flank, so he's going to try and take it around here and gone behind for a corner against Gavardio. He swapped flanks there, and he's certainly getting the joy so far, Sarabia, since he swapped over to the right-hand side. 41 minutes played. Still Croatia 1, Spain 1. So it's going to be whipped in here by Koke once more with the corner. Well defended there and put behind for another corner, in fact, as well. By the Croatian man, Kaleta Kar, I think that was. It's now Sarabia over this one with Koke again. see who's going to favour this one. Going to be Koke once more. Whips in towards Morata. Well defended there, and Croatia can get it clear. Come in. No, they can't. It's back with Spain now, and out to the left. I think that's whips in. There's a chance here for a shot. A goal by Koke, and it's put wide by Koke there. It might have been down the left-hand side. I think Torres might have gone out to the left-hand side that time. I'm not too sure, but either him or Gaia. And it's gone behind there for a goal kick to Croatia. You're listening to the Commentary Hub, of course, in partnership with JB Sports for this Euro 2020 coverage. First of a double header today as well. Here's the number 13 Vlasic now, and there's Luka Modric. Kovacic, is he fouled there? The referee says yes, he was. Kovacic takes it quickly. It's now with, that's Vido, is it? There's a chance here for Croatia. I think it's with the number 22 there. Whips in by Juranovic and into the hands of Unai Simon. Looking towards Rebic, that was. And the goalkeeper was able to comfortably claim that one that time, and now bowled out to the Spanish midfield. And I think that was Busquets maybe, and now gets it back as well. We've got the possession in midfield at the moment. Plays it in to Garcia. There's Laporte now. Out to Gavardio, I think that might, not Gavardio, sorry, Gaia, I think it was, and chance there from Morata, whips it in, and well defended by Croatia. There's Gavardio now to head it clear, and it's now with Croatia just able to get it clear now, and a little bit of to and fro in the midfield, and Spain have it back. Still 1-1, coming up to the 45th minute, the halfway point of the game. We'll find out how much additional time we will have shortly as well. Probably won't be too much at the end of this first half. Here's Spain in possession now. Well defended there by, I think that was Brozovic possibly, and now it's with Luka Modric. Now on to Kovacic. Going to bring it out, looking for Rebic, and Rebic is away here, is he? Is he going to be able to beat Simon? No, good goalkeeping. He's able to get it clear as well, long into the Croatian half. Is Rebic looking to get on the end of that one, but Unai Simon, really good goalkeeper that time out, was sharp and alert to the danger. It's now with the right back for, I think it's Juranovic, sorry. We're into 1 minute of additional time. Of course, you're listening to the Commentary Hub in partnership with JB Sports for this Euro 2020 coverage. It's still Croatia 1, Spain 1, with Pablo Sarabia equalising Unai Simon's own goal, which gave Croatia the lead. As we enter halfway into that minute of additional time now. And this game is very much in the balance so far. His Cesar Azpilicueta now leaves it for Sarabia. Azpilicueta into Koke, I think that was. There's Sarabia once more. Chance for Morata now. Morata couldn't get it out of his feet there, and the effort is not troubling Levakovic in the Croatian net. And just showing the replay of the goal again as well. I'm sure it was Gaia with the original effort. Well saved by Levakovic. And it took a deflection on the way in off of Levakovic there from Sarabia. That was the equalising goal for Spain. And we are now at the half-time interval as well. And of course, you're listening to the Commentary Hub in partnership with JB Sports. But at the break, Croatia thought they might have been going in 1-0 up because of the Unai Simon own goal. But Pablo Sarabia equalising 38 minutes on the clock. And at the break, Croatia won, Spain won, and also played for in the second half. Back to you, Russ.
Yes, thank you very much, Mike, for excellent commentary in the first half. We'll be back with Mike as soon as the second half is about to get underway. We'll fetch him in to do the half-time chit-chat that we do as well. Before we do get to the half-time chit-chat, we'll be back in a couple of minutes. We're just going to take a short break. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Croatia 1, Spain 1 at the break on the commentary up. Welcome back to the Commentary Hub's coverage of Croatia against Spain. It's currently 1-1 at the break, and an own goal from Unai Simon put Croatia in front, and then Pablo Sarabia equalised for Spain. And we've had Mike Onman commentating over this first half, and Mike, judging on that first, I think it's been a very good first half. Who do you think has been on top in that first half in this game between Croatia and
So that's quite a hard one to call, really, to be honest. I think when you look at it, you could potentially say Spain have had their moments and have largely looked on top throughout that, but Croatia have had, moments as well. So, it's difficult to really judge who's actually been on top throughout that first half for me. But, personally, I believe that the scoreline being level at the break is probably a fair reflection of how things have been so far.
Yes, and also I think that's a fair reflection of how the game's been so far. Who for you then, Mike, has been no, has been who for you then, Mike, will be the happier of the two managers of the break? Do you reckon both will be happy, or do you reckon one will be happier than the other?
I think Luis Enrique will probably be the happier of the managers personally because, of course, his side went 1-0 down and then they showed a lot of fight to get back into it and to get the equaliser through. Pablo Sarabia as well. Didn't let their heads drop on the back of the own goal as well. So, yeah, I think Luis Enrique could potentially be the happier of the two managers, although I'm sure, Croatia will be quite happy going in at the break 1-1 as well.
Yes, and if you just look at it as well, Mike, Croatia took the lead through an own goal, but Croatia, for me, have had a lot of possession, but not really done much with it. They had that chance which went over the bar, but far from that, I don't think they've really tested the Spain backline enough for me. What if Croatia were to get the win in this game? What do you think they need to do better in the second half, Mike, to go on and get that positive result to pull them in to the next round?
I think it is about ball retention. You mentioned there in regards to the midfield, they've got a fantastic midfield three, involving Luka Modric, also Brozovic and Kovacic as well. And they're not really getting Vlasic, Petkovic and Rebic into the game too much, the men leading the line for them. And, Petkovic in particular has been very quiet, in my opinion. Rebic, has been the one that's been kind of getting around out of the front three more than the other two, but and kind of trying to be a little bit of a hassle and trying to cause a few issues for the Spain back line. But I think it is about ball retention and the midfield really trying to get the ball through to those attacking options in Vlasic and Petkovic and Rebic and seeing what they can do with the ball going forward and whether they can make something happen.
Yes, do you think the Croatian boss, Zlatko Dalic, may have to go to his bench and fetch on someone like Andre Kramaric, who used to be at Leicester, Orsic as well, Breklo? Do you reckon he may have to go to the bench for one of those, or before Luis Enrique has to go to the bench? Mike, for you?
Possibly. I like Orsic. I thought he was fantastic in the Europa League. Of course, he was part of that side that dumped Spurs out as well. I think he scored a hat-trick, I believe, that day. And a real fantastic player is Orsic. Of course, Kramaric you mentioned as well. Brekalo's on the bench. So any of those three really would be, good options for Croatia to use. But if you look at the Spanish bench, they've also got Moreno on their bench, who I'm sure will get some game time. And also the likes of Danny Olmo might get a bit of game time as well. Oyazabal as well, or is it Oyazabal or is Oyazabi potentially? And there's a few other options there. Thiago Alcantara as well could potentially come on. Rodri, depending what Spain want to do if they get another goal as well. In terms of shutting up shop, they've got Pau Torres and the two Llorentes as well, etc. So there is plenty of talent on the bench for not just Spain but both nations really they can use. Yeah.
Yes, that is Correct, Mike. I'm just. I'll be back in one. We'll be back in just 1 second. I'm going to wait all this in to the commentary up. Welcome back to the commentary up's coverage of this Euro 2020 last 16 match between Croatia and Spain. Be interesting to see how the second half unfolds. And speaking of football and Spain, Leeds United striker Kun Temenuskov has joined Spanish Segunda Division REFEF side Real Union on a season-long loan. The 21-year-old, who has made one senior appearance for Leeds United, also spent the last season on loan with the Spanish outfit, and he has rejoined them today on a season-long loan deal, which is good to see him get a few minutes if he's not going to be playing in the first team at Leeds United. Also, going Leeds United and from Spain, Junior Firpo, who plays for Spanish side Barcelona in La Liga, he'll be joining Leeds United for around about 15 million euros plus add-ons. The final details of that deal will be to be completed before Leeds United officially unveil him as a new signing. AC Milan, Inter Milan and Southampton were all in the running to sign Junior Firpo from Barcelona, but Leeds have pipped them to the post. As the players in this game between Croatia and Spain made their way out onto the field of play. There are the Croatians, Spain already out there, as are the officials. It's time for me to hand back over to your match commentator for the second half, Mike Orneman.
Thank you, Russ. And of course, we are going to be back underway in a second. It doesn't look like there's going to be any changes for either side, I believe, at the moment. I think they're going to be sticking with the current 11 that started for both nations so far for the start of this second half, as they're just panning on Luka Modric there, the man I touched on earlier, who is the oldest and, in fact, the youngest ever goal scorer for Croatia. And as I said before, that's something you don't see a lot of. In fact, they are making a sub Croatia, in fact. And Russ mentioned Kramaric throughout half-time, and it's him that's going to be coming on to replace Petkovic. And, in fact, Petkovic has been very quiet in that half. So, quite a sensible move, in fact, in my opinion there. So, Kramaric is the half-time sub for Croatia. Bruno Petkovic going off and is replaced. And smart move, that one, in my opinion. And the game is now back underway once more with Croatia in possession. And it's now Vida. There's Luka Modric now. Plays it into midfield. And I think that's the first touch for Kramaric, I believe. But in fact, no, it wasn't. It's given away anyway. And it's now with Gvardiol, I believe. And Kovacic is up. Let's have a look here now. It's with Gvardiol anyhow. He's got it back. And now it's with Kaleta Kara and on to goalkeeper Livakovic. He was going to play it long. And as I mentioned earlier on in the broadcast, Croatia looking to go one better than the 2018 World Cup, where they were beaten finalists, losing 4-2 to France. And, of course, knocking England out in the semi-finals when Kieran Trippier gave England the lead, and of course that went to extra time that day, and Mario Mandzukic was the difference, put Croatia through, and Spain in possession now with Cesar Azpilicueta, plays it long towards the on-running Koke, I think that was, and it's gone behind, sorry not behind, gone through to Livakovic. And Croatia have it now with Vida. Take a touch there. What's he going to do here, Vida? Plays it into midfield. There's a foul there, is it? The referee says no on, I think that was on Vlasic maybe, or Rebic, one of those two. And there's a foul on Alvaro Morata, which has been given now by, I think that's Gvardio, I believe. It is indeed. In regards to Spain, of course, they won the 2008 Euros and the 2010 World Cup and the 2012 Euros. They also progressed past the last 16, but in the 2016 and 2018 Euros and World Cup, respectively, they were both of those. In both of those occasions, they were knocked out by Italy and Russia, respectively. And of course, they're looking to get through this time out as well, and they're into the box here now from the free kick. I think it might be Sarabia. It is as well. Pablo Sarabia up against Modric. Chance here for Spain now with Garcia. Now I think that's been a question involved as well, and it's now given away, and Morata's dropped back to get it though, and now it's Gaia there. Chance for Busquets now. Now it's with the right back of Azpilicueta. Plays it down the line, looking for Sarabia, I think. Is he going to get it back as well? Morata's on the edge of the box there. Not sorry, just on the inside of the box there. There's a shot of goal over there. It's going to be Gaia. Out to the left hand side, whipped in. Well defended there by Croatia, and it's now them on the counter attack. And I think it's brought out of midfield there by the on-running Kramaric, I think that was. In fact, no, it wasn't. It was actually Vlasic, sorry, I should say. The winners of this one will be playing the winners of the France and Switzerland game, which comes up a little bit later with Jack Cunningham. So Croatia and Spain fans keep across that one as well to find out. The winners of this game, sorry, I should say, we'll find out later on who the next opponents will be. That'll take place in St. Petersburg as well for the winners. There's a chance here for Croatia now. They've got a throw in here to be taken by Juranovic. Throws it down the line, and it's given away now with Laporte and Garcia now in possession. There's Laporte again. Back to goalkeeper Simon, and there's Laporte once more now on to the midfield. In fact, it's gone towards Morata, in fact. Now it's Pedri trying to feed the ball through towards the on-running midfielder, which you think was Koke, and it's now Livakovic. Chance here for Croatia. There's Vida now from Kaleta Khan, and Kaleta Khan gets it back. And now it's with the Croatian man of Brozovic, I think that was. In fact, Kovacic was involved as well. Now it's with Juranovic. Now Modric. Brings it into midfield there. Given away. Chance here for Busquets. Now Laporte is involved. Now it's with Garcia. Now Azpilicueta. Now it's with Garcia. Now Busquets. Out to the right side here now. Croatia has got a bit of defending to do. They're trying to win the ball back in midfield here. Is that a foul there by Gvardio? The referee says yes, it was. Free kick here for Spain. Says Gvardio fouling his man there. course, both managers have both played the game at a decent level, and as I mentioned earlier, in regards to Luis Enrique, he played between Barcelona and also at Real Madrid as well. And it's his nation in possession now with the number 24 Laporte, and out it goes to Gaia. And there's a chance here for Spain now. Good footwork in midfield, trying to find Morata. Now it's with Ferran Torres. Whips it into the box. Back post there was Sarabia, I think that was, and he couldn't get the effort into the on-run in midfield. I think it might have been Koke there coming through to support. And it's now Croatia on the counter. And it's an opportunity now to be played across here to Juranovic. He's going to run here. Juranovic trying to find the on-running Kramaric and also Vlasic as well, but it's gone through to Unai Simon, who is able to deal with that one comfortably. 52 minutes played, still remaining 1-1. Croatia 1, Spain 1. And it's an opportunity now for Spain to build out from the back. Here's Gaia on to Laporte, that is, I think. And it's now with Morata. Takes a touch there, going to get it back as he now it goes back to Aspilicueta instead, but Croatia has done well there to close it off, and good through ball looking for Kramaric there, but Simon's able to come out and comfortably claim that and deal with it very easily and throw it out now. Here's Aymeric Laporte again. Now Gaia, back to the goalkeeper it goes. What's he going to do here? He plays it short to Garcia now. Into the midfield where I think Morata's fouled there, is he? The referee says yes he was. I think Morata got up pretty sharpish there to pretty much have a go almost at Coletta Carr there. Man that took him out. The last time that Spain suffered 3 consecutive knockout stage eliminations was back in 1994, 1996 and 2000. They didn't take part in 1998, of course. And they're looking to avoid that. And all of Spain's goals in the group stages were scored by different players as well, making them the highest scoring side in the round. Not to see a player score more than 1 goal, which was quite an interesting stat that I found out. As it's them in possession now, I believe. In fact, what's the referee saying here? He's just pointing something out here. What's he doing here? I think he's running over to get a new ball, in fact. I think there's a flat ball there. It's going to change over. It's the wrong sport. Isn't it tennis when they say new balls, please? Not football. But anyhow, of course, Wimbledon's on as well this week. Going into tennis there. Got some news from England as well. And Russ, well, I'll bring you in shortly on that from the England camp. But it's probably in regards to the game against Germany tomorrow and potential players that might be involved and might not be involved. But here's Torres now for Spain. And it's now whipped in towards the back post and well tidied up there by Croatia's back line. I think that was Coletta Carr possibly. Put it behind for a throw in there. I will come to you shortly, Russ. In fact, let's do that now. There's a bit of possession here for Spain. Of course, if I need to jump back in, I will do. But what's Gareth Southgate got going on? What's happening with England at the moment in regards to tomorrow's game?
The news has just reached me from the FA and from England, and they have confirmed that Harry Kane will join Germany's Manuel Neuer in wearing a Rainbows captain's armband for tomorrow's game at Wembley Stadium tomorrow at the end of Pride Month, as the Three Lions send allyship with the LGBTQ plus communities around the world. The press conference ahead of tomorrow's match against Germany will get underway at 6:15 with the captain Harry Kane and boss Gareth Southgate speaking to the media. I'll bring you some of the key quotes when we get to break and play, Mike.
Thank you, Russ, and interesting there as well from Harry Kane and also from Manuel Neuer. They're showing their support for that. Spain have got a chance here, and it's a goal for Spain. It's Cesar Azpilicueta gets his head on this one, and you threw to me pretty much perfect timing there. The delivery was whipped in, and Cesar Azpilicueta gets his head on there, and Spain from 1-0 down and now 2-1 up in this game here in Copenhagen, of course. And I just want to see that delivery. That was great play from Spain, whipped in from. I think that might have, and I couldn't quite see who it was. It might have been. It was a great cross anyway, and Cesar Azpilicueta beat his man. And what a header that is! That's a striker's finish, not a defender's finish. That one. As you see, the Spanish boss Luis Enrique punched the air there as well. Cesar Azpilicueta is almost in tears there, and the Spanish fans going wild. There's a fantastic cross in there, and Cesar Azpilicueta with a beautiful header. And as I said, that's a striker's finish. You don't expect that from your defender. Great header. And it's Croatia in possession now. They won a free kick as well, just on the edge of the, just on the centre circle almost, just ahead of the just behind the centre circle. Sorry, I think it was Kramaric that was fouled. Going to take it now, looking for Juranovic, and it's gone out for a throw in there. I mean, a goal kick there, sorry. Latest score, Croatia 1, Spain 2 now. Spain progressing as things stand to face the winners of France or Switzerland in the 5 p.m. kickoff on Friday in the next round. And Unai Simon, a very relieved man so far, on the back of his own goal, giving Croatia the lead after about 20 minutes or so, I believe it was. And Pablo Sarabia and Cesar Azpilicueta have now turned this game on its head, and Spain are leading by 2-1. Still plenty of time to go though. 32 minutes plus stoppage time to be precise. There's Vida now. There's Kalesakar now. There's Kovacic. Looking to get it back. He has as well. Plays it into midfield to Brozovic, I think that is now. There's that Kramaric, I think. Here's Luka Modric. What's he going to do here? Plays it into, I think that's Vlasic, sorry. Onto Kramaric. And well defended there now, and Spain have got it back to Unai Simon again. He's going to play it simple. Plays it out to the centre back there. He gets it back once more as well. Of course, Croatia can still go to the bench. They made the one sub at half time with Kramaric replacing Petkovic, and they've still got options as well if they want to bring on the likes of Brekalo and also Orsic, possibly. Some attacking options that they do have if they need to change this game back on its head again in their favour. And what's that there? Was that a handball against Azpilicueta or Rebic? The referee says no, it's come behind for a throw. And it's a chance here for Spain to. What was that? Was that a free kick there? The referee says no, it wasn't. On Koke, come behind for a Croatia throw in this time. And it's Gavardio over it. Cesar Azpilicueta's first goal for Spain, that one as well. In his, I think it's his 27th cap, and that was his first goal for his country. And also, what a time to get it. The difference so far. The 31-year-old Chelsea fullback. It's a foul there on Gavardio. Is that a foul on Gavardio there? By Busquets. The referee says. In fact, he just said that there's an injury here, so he's going to just deal with that a moment. So just show that goal again. It was think it was Ferran Torres with the cross into saves us with the Quetta, and that's a great header for your first goal in a Spanish shirt. It looked like he'd been doing that all of his career for Spain, not scoring his first goal for his nation there. It's gone behind for a throw in here to Croatia. It's going to be taken by Gavardio. Throws it down the line. It's gone off of the Spanish head for another Croatia throw again. If you want to sync up with the stream, so sync up your stream to us, I should say, we're 61 minutes and 32, 33, 34, 35 seconds now. And Croatia have possession with Vida playing it through to, and that might have been one of the midfielders. I couldn't quite see which one, who it was, but it's gone back to goalkeeper Livakovic and now onto Gavardio anyway. And now Gavardio gets it back from Rebic, and here's Luka Modric now in midfield. Going to switch it out to Juranovic. Chance here for Brozovic now. There's Modric. Given away. Here's Morata now. Is he fouled there by Modric? Referee says yes, he was. So Luka Modric fouls Alvaro Morata there. Of course, if Spain want to go to the bench, they've got plenty of options themselves as well. If they want to either shut up shop or, of course, Gerard Moreno could potentially come on if they want to get a third goal and possibly seal this game as well later on. Dani Olmo, another name, of course, as well. And it's Spain in possession now, given away, well defended by Coletta Carr, in fact, and put into the halfway. There you go, it's back with Croatia though, in fact. Now it's with Vida. Now Juranovic. What's Juranovic going to do here? Tries to feed the ball through to Kramaric, and well defended there by Unai Simon. Comes out and claims that very well. Does the Atletico Bilbao goalkeeper. There's a chance here for Spain now, and it's with Eric Garcia of Manchester City on his 10th appearance. Into Morata now. Now it's with Busquets, and now I think that's Laporte, is that? And there's that's right. Now it's Laporte, I believe, from Garcia, I should say. Now it's a chance here for that Pedri now, I think. Chance here for Spain to go again, and through ball by Koke out to the right hand side now. Whipped in towards Morata, well defended by Vida there. Chance here for Croatia to get it clear, sorry, Gavardio. Good turn there by, and that was Kramaric. But his through ball is too long now, and goes through to Unai Simon again. Here's Busquets now. There's a chance here for Busquets once more. Now it's with Gaia. Goes across to Garcia now. On it goes to Azpilicueta. His goal is the difference so far. Current score: Croatia 1, Spain 2. You're listening to the Commentary Hub, also in partnership with JB Sports as well for this Euro 2020 coverage. Here's Morata now for Spain. There's Pedri. Here's Torres. Now it's with Gaia. Now Laporte. Now Garcia. Now it's with the midfielder. In fact, it's gone back to Croatia now. Coletta Carr. Chance here. Looking for the number 13, Vlasic, I think that is. Now it's opportunity there. Well defended by Spain. And it's now with Vida again. Now Luka Modric. Chance here for Croatia now. It's a poor effort there. Straight into the hands of Unai Simon. It was a very weak effort there from, I think it was from Vlasic. In fact, it's Rebic, sorry, I should say. A very weak effort there. Unai Simon was able to deal with that one comfortably. It's him in possession now once again. It's cleared upfield by Laporte, is that? And it's now been played around at the back by Spain. They're playing a little bit dangerous at the moment. It's gone behind for a Croatia ball. That's good pressing by the Croats as well. It looks like there's going to be a substitution now as Orsic enters the fray to replace Ante Rebic, the man who I mentioned earlier. Orsic, the man who was the difference in the Europa League that knocked Tottenham out as well. I can say that as many times as I want without getting bored of that. It's Croatia in possession now. Here's Luka Modric. Chance here. It's good save there from Unai Simon. I think that was to deny Livakovic, I think, as well. Not Livakovic, sorry, that's the goalkeeper. To deny Kramaric, sorry. It was, or was it? Let's have a look. No, it was actually Gavardio, I should say. It was a great save from the goalkeeper there, Unai Simon. Would have been interesting to see if Livakovic was up that far, especially this early on in the game. Maybe last few minutes, maybe, but not yet. And here is Vida now for Croatia. Here's Modric. Good defending by Spain now, and gone behind, does it? No, well kept in by... In fact, it has gone behind for a Spanish throw. It's a chance there for Gavardo. Just showing that again. Great block from the hands of Unai Simon. Really good one-handed save, that one, from the Atletico Bilbao goalkeeper. And it's a chance here for Spain now, and in fact it's all the way through to Livakovic. This is Livakovic this time. And here is Coletta now and Vida. Now Coletta once more. Out to the left back, Gavardio. Just had that effort just a moment ago. Tries to feed the ball through, and is he onside here? I think he is as well. Oh, good save yet again by Unai Simon there. Then the flag's gone up in the end against the Croatian man. He was definitely ahead of play there. Who was that? Was that Orsic maybe? But either way, it was a great save as Ferran Torres is getting spoken to here now by Luis Enrique, giving him some instructions. Of course, he scored last time out as well, remember? And he's still involved in this game. Not going to be substituted as of yet or anything like that, it doesn't look like. It's now with Gaia. And it's now with Busquets. I will run you through the subs in full. In fact, it's Vasiliko, Brekalo, Kramaric has come on, of course, Kalinic, Budimir, Pasalic, Skoric, Orsic has come on, Bazile, Sluga, Bradaric, and Ivanasek, sorry, from Croatia. It's Spain in possession now. Their subs include David De Gea, Llorente, Torres, the other Llorente, that's Diego Llorente and Marcos Llorente, of course, as well. Moreno, Thiago Alcantara, Robert Sanchez, Rodri, Fabian Rui, Peña, Alba, Olmo, and Ojurabo. And it's an opportunity here for Spain now. 20 minutes to go. Still awaiting the first Spain sub. Croatia have made 2 already. Of course, you can make 5 as well throughout this tournament. And Koke fouled there by Brozovic, I think that is. And in fact, it's going to be a double substitution now for Spain. Pablo Sarabia's making way, the scorer of the first goal. He's going to be replaced by Dani Olmo, I think, the number 19, yep. And also they're going to make a second substitution as well. are the Spanish now. And the second change is going to see Pau Torres enter the fray to replace Eric Garcia. Because Pau Torres come on and had a very instant impact last time out against Sweden. He was involved in a goal pretty much straight away within about 15 seconds or something like that within that game, maybe even less in fact. And it's a free kick here for Spain now as those two men have just made way. It's going to be whipped in now. Looking for the back post and it's whipped on. There's a chance here for Morata and he taps it in at the back post, but it's offside. So it doesn't count that one, but with a good header from Laporte and knocks it on to, I think he knocks it on to, he's certainly offside there. It was actually the number 11, Torres, his shot there, and it was just poked in on the line by the Spanish man there, but of course correctly disallowed there. Still remains 2-1 to the Spanish. And Croatia have an opportunity now on the counter-attack. Into the box it goes. They're claiming a penalty here. And in fact the free kick has gone the other way. And there's a yellow card here for Croatia. The first yellow card of the game in fact as well. After 72 minutes, and it's gone to Brozovic, the number 11. Marcelo Brozovic there, the man in the book. It's claiming potential handball there, but there's Orsic involved as well, and he landed on it with his chin actually, and then he hurt his hand there, did the Spanish man that was involved, and I think somebody stood on his hand actually. I think Orsic might have stood on his hand there, and it's no penalty anyway, and the Croat is the first man in the book. Of course, you're listening to the Commentary Hub, also in partnership with JB Sports for this Euro 2020 coverage as well. Croatia 1, Spain 2 is the score so far. And it's going to be a substitution for Croatia now. Brekalo comes on to replace Juranovic. So it looks like they're going to go a bit more attacking now, the Croats. Brekalo enters the fray. That's their third sub. Spain have used 2. That's them in possession now. Luka Modric back to Kaleta. Plays it long. Good defending there by, I think that was, might have been Pau Torres possibly, I'm not too sure. It's good defending anyway. That's now with Croatia once more. Is there a foul there? Referee says no, play on. Here's Kramaric now. It goes to, I think that's Orsic now, I think. Opportunity for Croatia, but well defended by Spain, and hook clear. Here's Alvaro Morata now. Opportunity in midfield now. I think that's Pedri, I believe. Now it's with the number 14, Gaia. Back to Laporte there. I did, of course, mention that earlier, but I will mention it again. The Commentary Hub and JB Sports have agreed to extend partnership throughout next season as well, the 2021-2022 season. So you will be able to hear more of myself, also Russ Vernon, Nicholas Jones, Luke Turton as well, of course, Barry Swain, John Kane, Jack Cunningham, Matt Isles, and everybody that is involved on the Commentary Hub team and side of things, of course, alongside JB, who's going to be working with us as well. And of course, we're looking for more commentators as well who are going to be involved. There's a couple more, in fact, that haven't started out as of yet. And just looking there, that was Levakovic. Just got away with that one. Foul there on the Croatian man, I think, as well. Sorry, on the Spain man there, sorry, I should say. I think it's who's that down? Is that Laporte down? Or is that? Let's have a look. I couldn't quite see. But they're looking for a stretcher anyway. There's going to be a substitution made. Yeah, JB, absolutely, mate. It was a mad goal. Going to be looking to get Gaia off now, or Spain. They don't need the stretcher in the end for him. And I'm just going to see if they're going to actually make a sub here now or not. It's a good through ball there. Looking for... There's an opportunity here for Spain, and it's 3-1. And it is Ferran Torres. Great ball. Ferran Torres on the end of this one. And Ferran Torres could well have put this game beyond doubt now for Spain. Lovely ball there from the free kick. Caught the Croat back line out. And lovely finish there from Ferran Torres. Scores in this game. Scored in last game as well, of course. And I think that was... might have been Gaia with a through ball to him. Lovely ball through to Ferran Torres. And cool as you like. Slots it past Livakovic. And Spain now lead by 3-1. The Manchester City man, of course, on the end of that one. Beat Gvardiol. And cool as you like. Just slots it underneath Livakovic. And Spain are 2 goals in the lead now. They're 3-1 ahead. He just points to the badge there, does Ferran Torres as well. Pats the badge in celebration. Does the Manchester City man, of course, who is only 21. He scored 8 goals for his country already in, I think, 15 appearances. It's a great record, that, as well, as Jordi Alba just enters the fray now to replace Jose Gaia. Bit more experience there for the Spanish back line. And I think they're also going to bring on the number 17, Fabian Rui Peña, as well, to replace the number 8, Koke. That's their third and fourth subs now for Spain, I should say. As Koke comes off, and you can see him punch in the air and then going to shake hands with his manager as well. And Croatia have it all to do now. 12 minutes plus additional time to see if they can get a way back into this one. Otherwise, it'll be the Spanish that will go on and progress to face either the French or the Swiss on Saturday tea time. It's substitution now for Croatia as well. Double sub. And the number 14 is coming on, which is Budimir. That's one of the subs. He's replacing Kovacic. And also the other sub is the number 13, Vlasic, has gone off. And he's made way to be replaced by the number 15, Mario Pasalic. As Croatia have now made all of their subs, I believe, as well. Let's have a look here. They've certainly made 4 of them. No, they have actually made all 5 of their subs now. I think Spain still have 1 that they can still use. And it's Croatia in possession now with Vida. It's gone behind, does it? No, here's Alvaro Morata now. Is he fouled there by Vida? The referee says yes, he was. Free kick here for Spain now. Alvaro Morata of Atletico Madrid in the wars there. As I mentioned earlier, this is the 9th meeting now between the two nations. Spain have won 4, Croatia have won 3, and there's been 1 draw. Spain looking like making that 5 wins in the record books as well now. And of course, the last meeting was a victory for Croatia. They won by 3-2. With Kramaric scoring that day, Jedva scoring as well. We've got a brace that day, and Sergio Ramos was one of the men on the score sheet for Spain, alongside Real Madrid's Dani Ceballos, who of course spent 2 seasons on loan at Arsenal as well, last season and the season before in North London. Here's Luka Modric now, of course, had a spell with North London with the other side, with Tottenham, and it's now Kramaric here. Luka Modric, of course, now playing for Real Madrid, of course. There's a chance here for Spain now. There's a foul there, I think, on by Vida again on the number 11. Was that Torres? that's being knocked around now. I'm going to have to start getting my thinking caps on shortly for man of the match as well. We've only got about 9 minutes plus stoppage time, unless Croatia can find a way back into this one. Pablo Sarabia was taken off just a moment ago, and he's certainly one of the men that's in my thinking for the way that he performed so far in the moment of the game that he was involved in. But there's plenty more as well. Here's Vida for Croatia now. Here's Modric. Back it goes to Gavardio now. Chance here for Kramaric. There's an offside flag there as well, and Aspilicueta on screen. Another man that could be in my thoughts as well. Got his first goal for Spain today. First international goal. The Chelsea man. And here is Laporte now with his free kick. Of course, you're listening to the Commentary Hub in partnership with JB Sports for this Euro 2020 coverage. Of course, we've got Jack Cunningham on the way with France against Switzerland. We've got John Kane tomorrow for England-Germany, which is going to be presented by JB as well. And then we've got Russ Vernon bringing you Sweden and Ukraine to complete the set. As, of course, we did bring you Denmark's victory over Wales. Also, we brought you the victory for Italy, which JB brought you against Austria as well. The 2-1 extra time victory for the Italians. And also the games yesterday were all brought to you. Russ Vernon and Luke Turton brought you the game between the Netherlands and Czech Republic, and the second game between Belgium and Portugal was brought to you by Matt Isles, of course, the excellent Matt Isles. There's a booking here for the number 5 Kaleta Kar now for Croatia in the book. Duje Kaleta Kar in the book there for Croatia, pulls himself out a yellow card. Sorry, the referee pulled out a yellow card for him, sorry, I should say. Of course, Spain are unbeaten in the last 5 games. They're in here as well for almost a 4th goal down, and that was good goalkeeping there by Livakovic. And Spain actually won their game going into the tournament 4-0 against Lithuania. They also drew 0-0 with Portugal as well. So they're unbeaten in their last 5 games. And as for Croatia, they of course aren't, because England managed to beat them in the group. Here is the number 14 now, which is Budimir. He's gone behind for a Croatia throw. Brekalo's on it. Throws it in here. Luka Modric switches it across. It's put in, is it? Off the line, is that what they're claiming? They're claiming a penalty here. Are Croatia, or are they claiming a goal? What are they claiming here? Has it gone over the line? It has gone over the line. It's 3-2 here now. I'm not too sure who got on the end of that one. I want to see who it was. If Croatia do manage to turn it around, Kaleta Kar will miss the next game on the back of that booking. But was Modric there? And it's, I think, the number 14 prodded it towards off the line, and I think it's over the line in the end by the number, who was that? It might even be Orsic that got the goal, possibly. And it looks like they're talking to the referee's talking to the Croatia players now, Budimir and also Modric as well. I think it might have been Orsic with the goal. We'll confirm with you in a moment once I'm completely sure who it was. I'm pretty sure, yes, it is Orsic, the man that has pulled that one back for Croatia now, the substitute. We've got 5 minutes to go. Croatia 2, Spain 3. And you did say, Russ, this will be a very good game, very interesting and entertaining and lots of goals, and we've certainly had that. You also said it can go to extra time as well, so we've still got a bit of time until I might have to settle for another 30 minutes if Croatia get the next goal. But Spain, of course, might be able to hold on yet as well. It's Croatia in possession now with Pasalic, I think this is now. That's good defending there by Spain. Of course, you're listening to the Commentary Hub in partnership with JB Sports, and fantastic coverage here between Croatia and Spain. Still Croatia 2, Spain 3. Unai Simon's goal was the early goal that gave Spain the lead. His own goal, of course, and then Spain went 3-1 up in the end with goals from Sarabia, Azpilicueta, and the third goal was scored by Ferran Torres, and that was Orsic there. That's just given Croatia a bit of hope. As we've got some breaking news as well from the English leagues, and Fulham manager Scott Parker has left the club by mutual consent. So there you go, Barry Swain. There's one for you. And they are just showing that one now. It did cross the line there. It was good goal line technology was used correctly there for Orsic's goal. Good work by Luka Modric as well, in fact. And Azpilicueta on the line couldn't keep it out. Spain, about 2.5 minutes almost, plus stoppage time from holding on there. They're going to make a sub as well now, as number 11, Ferran Torres, are going to make way, and he's going to be replaced by the number 21, Oyarzabal. Mikael Oyarzabal is entering the fray. That's the final substitution from either nation now, what they can use. There's a chance here for Spain, and through ball from Simon. Good defending by Croatia now. Gavardio. 2 minutes plus stoppage time. Gone behind now for a Croatia throw. Azpilicueta is over. Spain throw. Sorry, it's gone in favour of the Spanish. Azpilicueta is over it. Because Croatia, previously before this, had progressed from 4 out of their last 6 European Championships in the knockout stages. And it looks like that record is going to be broken today as well by the Spanish. And it's them with a throw-in right now. Cesar after the cutter over it. Of course, the Chelsea man. Because Luis Enrique, this is his second spell with Spain as well, because he had a spell back in July of 2018 to March of 2019, where he took 10 games, winning 8 of those, and had an 80% win record. In fact, did the Spanish manager as well there, and this time out, he's managed 16 games, 17 if you include this one, winning 8 of them as well, and drawing 8. Winning. 17 if you include this one. Yeah, so this will be his 8th win, I believe, as well. So good record there for Luis Enrique, the Spanish boss, and it's his side that look like they're going to progress so far, with just about 20 seconds plus stoppage time, the difference. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, Luis Enrique was a fantastic player in his day as well, that played over 150 times for Real Madrid and over 200 times for Barcelona, before also playing for the Spanish national team as well for 11 years. And his side getting the better of Zlatko Dalic's Croatia, as we are now entering 6 minutes of additional time. And it's Vida that knocks that behind for a Spain throw-in. Of course, Zlatko Dalic also played as well, played over 240 times for a number of different clubs in the pro game over a 17-year career. Did the Croat manager. He's also, in fact, he up until today had a 50% record as well in terms of wins. But not this time. Looks like this might be one step too far for Croatia, and Spain are going to be the side that knocked them out as things stand, although we've still got about 5 minutes to go. There's a chance here for a shot at goal, and it's fired wide by Kramaric there. There's a swarm of Croat bodies coming forward, and it was put behind in the end by Kramaric there, the ex-Leicester man, for a goal kick. And certainly, JB, certainly is game of the knockout so far. It's certainly up there for one of the games of the tournament, alongside the Netherlands and Ukraine for me as well. Still got plenty of time for possibly Croatia to get an equaliser as well, as of yet. About 4 minutes and 30 seconds or so. Something along those lines. Because if you want to hear JB as well, you can hear him tomorrow. He's going to be presenting the England game against Germany alongside John Kane. He's going to be the match commentator on that one. And here is Croatia now. It's with, I think it might be whipped in. There's a chance. It's an equaliser. It's the number 15, Pasalic. And Croatia from 3-1 down have pulled it back. And we're 4 minutes away from potentially another 30 minutes now. What a game this has been. What a fantastic bit of football from Croatia there. Whips in. Pasalic gets his head on that one. Beautiful goal. Great comeback from Croatia as well. And still 3 minutes, 40 seconds or so left. Can they win it? Can they go on and win it? Can they really complete the comeback now, Croatia? Great header as well. It was a number 15, Pasalic, the substitute there, gets on the end of that one. What a header as well. Great through ball. And Pasalic there for Croatia has now made it 3-3. Yes, Rush, you did say extra time indeed. Some of us need to eat dinner though. It's a little bit unfortunate. But no, in fact, another half an hour of this. Yeah, I'll take that. Same as you, JB, to be fair. Here's Luka Modric now for Croatia. Here's Alvaro Morata, sorry. Now out it goes to... There's a shot at goal there, and it's over the top from Dani Olmo, that was, for Spain. We've had 3.5 minutes of the 6. Croatia 3, it's Spain 3. What a game this has been. Definitely game of the knockout for sure. Of course, the winners will face off against the French or Switzerland. It's Livakovic with the goal kick. 2 minutes to go of the 6. Through ball. Good head there by Laporte. Luka Modric there. There's a chance here for Spain now. It's now with the number 21, Oyarzabal. And it's gone behind for a throw-in now. Mikael Oyarzabal, that was. He's going to take the throw himself, is he, or not? No, he's not. Going to leave it for... I think that's Aspilicueta. As you see Luis Enrique there, sitting down thinking, how have we let this one slip? They were 3-1 up at one stage, remember the Spanish as well. It's them in possession now, whips in, good defending there from Luka Modric, I believe, and knocked back now from Spain all the way back to Unai Simon once more. Of course, it seems like a long time ago that Simon's own goal gave Croatia the lead. It's a lot that's happened since that. There's a chance here for Spain now. Last minute of these 6. If anyone gets a goal now, they'll certainly win it. Here's Sergio Busquets. Now, I think that's opportunity here for Spain now. Shot a goal, and it's no free kick there either on Mikael Oyarzabal. Referee says nothing doing. And we're 30 seconds away from what does look like being an extra 30 minutes. Looks like we've had the second game go to extra time. Of course, JB's game went to extra time as well between Italy and Austria. And that was an explosive extra time on the back of what was, I think it was 0-0 in the 90 minutes as well. Chance here for Croatia now to get forward. It's well defended there by the Spanish, and I think Pau Torres smashes it forward, and that is that. We have another 30 minutes. We've got an extra 15 minutes each way to decide what happens here. And at full time on the commentary hub and JB Sports as well, with extra time to be played in just a few minutes. It's finished. Croatia 3, Spain 3, and Russ, we go again. We've got 30 more.
That is correct, Mike. We've got 30 more minutes of this game, and what a game it has been so far. And Mike, just before the extra time period does get underway, my friend, have you got your choice for man of the match this evening? Will it be one of the Croatian players who scored to take it to extra time?
Wow, this is a great one to call. Can I decide at the end of the half an hour?
What I'll do, Mike, I'll give you till the half time in extra time to pick a man of the match.
That's generous, mate, to be fair. I was thinking there's a lot of fantastic players there that helped Croatia out. You know, Pasalic, got the equalising goal. Orsic as well made a difference when he come on. Brozovic, and Modric played their part in it as well. And it's difficult to pick, to be honest. If I was to pick now, and if you're going to put me on the spot, so I've got to pick now, I'm going to go Orsic. I think Orsic is the man of the match. As we come on, he's changed the game. You've got Croatia back into it, and I think Orsic has been very, very good so far. Hopefully, he can continue it on as well in the remaining 30 minutes for his nation.
Yes, but Mike, what I'll do, I'll let you have a think. Let you say Orsic now, but I'm not going to ask you to choose now. I'll let you have a bit more time. I can choose at half time and extra time. You overall man of the match, but that's what you'd go for. If we went now, we would have gone for Orsic, the man who came off of the bench, Mislav Orsic. We've got the Croatians back into this. And Mike, while we're waiting for the extra time to start, what do you think Ratko Dalic and Luis Enrique will be saying to his side going into this game? Into the extra time, should I say?
Yeah, you saw the reaction of Luis Enrique when the third goal went in. He was, very disappointed. He was very taken aback, really, that his side were able to let a 3-1 lead slip. And so his reaction is going to be just kind of getting everybody to regroup and go again. But in terms of the Croatian manager Dalic, there, as you were saying, I think he's going to be the happier of the managers, going into the halftime interval now. Know that they've come back, got 2 goals back, and pulled the game level, and could potentially go on and win it now as well. With the fact that they're deciding the driving seat.
Yes, absolutely, Mike, absolutely. And JB, if you're still out there listening on to our coverage, my friend, what do you reckon to the game so far? Obviously, it's the game of the knockouts so far, but who do you think will be the happier of the two managers going into this extra time period, JB? Let us know in the comments, my friend, and we'll put it up on screen and have it myself or Mike will read that out. And Mike, I was just about to type to you, just as the full-time whistle for normal time to sounded, I'll take an extra 30 minutes of another half an hour of this, and that's where we go, just as we're about to start typing it to you. And obviously they've got a few more subs available, and I think they'll have an extra one available as well.
Yeah, I think both sides can make.
Who do you reckon will go to the bench first?
Well, as you say, both subs can make an extra one more sub now in terms of bringing on the 6th substitution or the extra time substitution. And for Spain, I think that's going to have to be Moreno. And for Croatia, I'm not too sure who they'll use in terms of their substitutions at the moment. But I think you will probably see Moreno come on at some stage for Spain throughout the next 30 minutes.
Yes, and JB said he reckons Croatia's manager will be delighted right now, like you mentioned, Mike. And a friend of mine from another YouTube channel, which I watch all over the time, Oscar Marriott, he has put out no chance either the Croatia's second or third goals happen with Diego Llorente of Leeds United on that pitch in the
Of
Spain
course,
half time.
he's on the bench as well. The game's back on the way for extra time
Yeah,
now as well.
so over to Mike for that. He says he was shocked. Just before I go back to you, Mike says shocking from the centre backs from Spain for both goals. But back to Mike Orneman for the first period of extra time. We played 25 seconds, Mike.
That's right. Yeah, so it still remains 3-3. Nothing happened as of yet, and it's Spain in possession. And your friend there touched on that doesn't happen without Diego Llorente. That certainly doesn't happen without the experience of Sergio Ramos for me as well. I think that's a big miss now. And I think if they had the experience of Sergio Ramos, the Spanish, then they'd be in the next round now and progressing through. But they decided to get taken in, and that's kind of might have come back and backfired now. But it's an interesting one, that, and a great call for the Croats in terms of it's gone in their favour anyway, I should say. But the fact that Sergio Ramos hadn't gone, because if he had gone, I think Spain are in the knockout. Spain are through to the next round, I should say. There's a chance here for Croatia now, and it's with the number 10, I think that is, which is... no, not number 10, sorry. Was it Orsic? Here's Kramaric, anyway. There's a chance here now, and it's a shot of goal, and it's over the top there from... I think it was Orsic again. The man that I would have given my man the match to if it was at the end of the 90 minutes there, just on the edge of the box. And he couldn't direct his shot on target, and it's just always high and rising, I should say. And Croatia started this opening 15 minutes very bright so far. Of course, you're listening to the Commentary Hub in partnership with JB Sports for this Euro 2020 coverage. And we are 2 minutes into extra time, and it still remains Croatia 3, Spain 3. Of course, if you are joining us late, first of all, where have you been? And secondly, you've missed an absolute cracker of a game as well. Here's Gvardiol now for Croatia. He's going to win a free kick here as well. Yes, he is. There was a foul there by Busquets. And definite free kick as well. The referee got that call correct. And it's going to be an opportunity for the number 11, Brozovic, I think, over the free kick now. And I think Morata, is he going to go in the book here? Referee says no. It's Modric over the free kick. It's Brozovic now. Back to Modric again. There's Brozovic. On to, I think that's Brekalo, is that? Good defending there by Spain. It's now back with, I think, Brozovic once more. There's Modric now. Now Vida. Modric once more now. Now it's with the Croatian midfield again. Now it's, I think, towards Kramaric this time. Up against the back line. It's claiming a handball there. Referee says no, though. And it's a free kick here for Spain now. Luka Modric going through the back of his man, and the referee pulls up and gives the free kick. Sorry, no yellow card for the foul there by Modric on Pedri. Just having a look there. That's no handball there against the Spanish back line there for me, and that's a good decision to not give that one. Here's Aspilicueta now. Now it's with Laporte. Now Torres. Now back to Laporte again. On to Torres once more. And then it's going to go to Alba now, sorry. It's now with Laporte now. And now Torres. What's he going to do here? He's going to use Mikel Oy is the ball now. Gets a chance here. It whips in. It's into the hands of Livakovic there. I think Ruiz was involved as well. Livakovic does very well there to just comfortably claim that ball. As we are entering almost the 5th minute of the extra period. Still remaining 3-3. No more goals to be added as of yet. And Croatia have possession now with the number 15, Pasalic, the man that sent this game to extra time. Plays it out to Orsic now. Also got on the score sheet, remember, as Orsic into the box. It's a chance here, and it's a great save there from Unai Simon. That's denied Kramaric, I think that was, from making that one 4-3, and great save by Unai Simon. I think on the back of the fact that his own goal gave Croatia the lead earlier on, he's made some wonderful saves on the back of that. He's put in a very good performance. Apart from that, the fact he conceded 3 goals, and of course, one of them was an own goal as well. He has made, maybe 2 or 3 very good stops to deny Croatia in this game as well, as the Atletico Bilbao goalkeeper. So we are almost 6 minutes in. You're listening to the Commentary Hub and JB Sports. Of course, if you want to follow us, you can follow us at Commentary Live 1, and you can interact with us via the YouTube channel and via Periscope and Twitter and everything else as well. Of course, we're also on Facebook if you search for the Commentary Hub as well. Here's Pasalic now. It's now with Kramaric out to Orsic. I think that was Brekalo, sorry. It's now with Spain, and opportunity for a counter attack. Is there a foul there? The referee says no. Yes, there was. Sorry. On just showing this opportunity again, which was the chance for Kramaric, which was well saved by Simon just a few moments ago. A great one-hander save there. There's a chance here for Spain now. It's an effort at goal by, I think that might have been was that Busquets? I couldn't quite see, but it's gone behind for a corner anyway. It wasn't Busquets anyway. It might have been Ruiz or somebody. Yeah, gone behind for a Spain corner anyway. There's a bit of counter attack on there. Well defended by Vida in the end. Was it Vida in the end? Also Livakovic, I think, involved as well. It's a Spain corner now. Had 7 minutes of the first extra period. It's going to be taken here from this left side now. It's whipped in, looking for the near post, but well defended by Croatia. And now it's with Laporte, I think, and not back to Pau Torres. It's a chance for Spain now. It's going backwards though. It's now with Busquets, I think that was. Now it's Spain just getting a bit more possession once more. Trying to keep the ball at the moment. There's Morata. Now it's Morata once more from Ruiz. Now Busquets. Now Torres. Now on to the number 24, Laporte that was. And there's a chance here for Spain now. Is that a foul? Referee says no, get to your feet. And it's back with Livakovic, who smashes it upfield. Looking for the front man there of Kramaric, and was well defended by Spain there. And now it's with the number 19, Dani Olmo now. It's given away there. And well defended by Croatia. And now it's back with the defence of Laporte and also Torres as well. It's a chance here for Spain. It's with Busquets. It's a chance here for Spain now once more in the attacking third. There's almost a through ball there by Ruiz, I think that was, well defended by Croatia. And the opportunity now for Spain to build from the back again. Now with Dani Olmo. Can take it on, whip it in, and it's towards Morata. Morata takes the touch. Morata, and it's a goal for Spain. Alvaro Morata takes it down wonderfully and smashes it into the back of the net there. Alvaro Morata, his goal is the difference so far, and Spain are back in the lead. Alvaro Morata of Atletico Madrid has now given his nation a 4-3 lead. And right on cue, the crowd starts celebrating as well. And Alvaro Morata there, lovely first touch, and then smash into the back of the net from the Atletico Madrid striker. Of course, part of the side that won La Liga as well, of course, alongside Kieran Trippier, who played for them at the England fullback. And that's a wonderful, well-hit strike there by Alvaro Morata. Livakovic, no chance. And Morata goes running off there, celebrating, and lovely finish as well. As it's now Croatia 3, Spain 4, and Luis Enrique runs up and down the touchline. He jumps on with the number 16, Rodri, that's going to enter the frame now as well. As you see a sign there saying Morata Yo Tampoco Labango, I think that said. Something along those lines. I'm not too sure what that translates as. Maybe somebody like John Kane might be able to confirm with me what that actually means as Rodri replaces Sergio Busquets now. We are now going to be back underway with Croatia with this kick-off now, and it's now back with Luka Modric into, I think that might be, it's now with Kaleta and Vida, sorry I should say. Croatia looking to build from the back. Spain looking to progress here to face off with France or Switzerland, of course. A game which we'll be bringing you a little bit later on, I think from around about 7:45, with the kickoff being at 8 o'clock. And there's a through ball there towards the number 15, Pasalic, and well defended by Spain. But Croatia looking for Kramaric now. Kramaric gets a shot on, and it's straight at Unai Simon there, who dealt with that lovely and comfortably for him and for the Spanish nation there as well. Any Spanish fans listening? The goalkeeper dealt with that one very well. It's a good effort by Croatia to get back into this game though. There's Morata now on to Olmo. It's a chance here, and it's 5 fired in by the number 21, Mikel Oyarzabal, has made it 5, and Spain have got their 2-goal advantage back again. Croatia 3, Spain 5 in extra time. And as I said at half time, sorry, not at half time, sorry, at full time, I should say. I thought that Croatia and their manager would be delighted. Well, Luis Enrique will certainly be delighted right now. And is the offside though? Let's have a look here. Mikel Oyarzabal gets a great first touch there. Then a little bit of fortune as well, and then fires it past Livakovic. But is this going to count? I wonder if he's slightly ahead of play here. It's a great finish though, nonetheless. And you see Unai Simon there celebrating, punching the air. I think this goal is going to stand. It does stand, in fact, as well. I believe, and Spain are certainly in the driving seat now. Yeah, the goal does stand. No issues with it at all. Yeah. 5-3 now to the Spanish. What a turnaround it's been. We've had a game of turnaround so far. The Croats went 1-0 up through Unai Simon's own goal. Was that even today? It doesn't even feel like that was today, to be fair. But then on the back of that, we've had some fantastic action from Croatia and from Spain. They both played a part in this game. And Croatia, of course, pulled it back from going 3-1 down to 3-3, and now they're 5-3 down, and they've got it all to do again. They've got to try and pull another 2 goals back to take it through to penalties. If they can get another 2 goals in about 15 minutes plus maybe any additional time that they're going to be at the end of this half as well. They've got it all to do once again, though. Spain have possession now with Dani Olmo given away. That's now with Kaleta. He's lost out here to Morata. Alvaro Morata runs on goal. Morata, great defending there by Vida, and he's able to knock it away to Gavadio in the end. And if Morata was through, if he got the better of Vida there and was able to fire that one past Levakovic, that would have certainly been game, set and match in Spain's favour. But Croatia have a slight bit of hope still in this game. We're into the 1 minute of additional time, of extra time as well. And it still remains Croatia 3, Spain 5. Of course, Croatia were 3-1 down at one stage. And then they've managed to pull it back to 3-3. And now Spain are back with their 2-goal advantage once more, with these extra time goals from Oyarzabal and the one before that, of course, from Alvaro Morata as well. As we're now 4 or so seconds away from the end of this half. In fact, we're now half-time in extra time, and Spain, Russ, are back in the lead again. They've got their 2-goal advantage back.
They have indeed, Mike. They have indeed, my friend, got their advantage back, 2-goal advantage back, thanks to Morata and Oyarzabal as well. And Croatia, but I think for me, for both of the goals, Mike, Croatia just switched off in the end.
Yeah, I think you're about right with that, to be honest. I think, Croatia have let the complacency kind of get into them a bit now. They thought, we're the side that are in the ascendancy. We pulled it back to 3-3. We should really be able to go on and kick on now and get the job done. But Spain are showing that they're no prisoners whatsoever. And, they're showing that even though they went to 3-3, they lost that 3-1 advantage. They've been very good in that first half of extra time of Spain and deserve to be leading.
Yes, and just want to apologise to the start of extra time. We just appeared to lose the sound of the crowd for just a couple of moments, for about 10 minutes, but we did re-establish that connection just as Spain went 4-3 in front, and a fantastic. I mean, what do you think? Because this is only going to be a quick, brief chat between both managers with their squads. What do you think the Croatian manager, which is Mike, Zlatko Dalic, is going to be saying to his players as they just made their way back onto the field? What do you reckon he's been saying, and what do you reckon the Spain manager's been saying as well?
The Spain manager, Luis Enrique, is going to be, trying to keep his side on so keep them focused, really, I should say, because obviously they have already blown a 3-1 lead in the game as well. So it's going to be, stay focused and stay switched on. Whereas with the Croatian manager, Zlatko Dalic there, as you were saying, he's going to be just saying, well, you were able to get back in the 90 minutes. Really just try and go for it now. We've got nothing to lose. If we're going to go out, we'll go out fighting. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting end to this extra time now with the final 15-minute period. It's going to go, it'd be great if Croatia get the next goal, because it will really make for a really open and entertaining sort of close of the extra period now.
Indeed he will, Mike. As the players are ready for the second half of extra time, he's over to Mike Orneman.
Thank you, Russ. And we are going to be back underway in a second. It's Spain underway, just about to get underway, in fact. And just want to say, I don't think they've made any more subs in terms of Croatia. I think they can still make a sub as well, but they haven't done yet. Of course, you're listening to the Commentary Hub in partnership with JB Sports as well for Euro 2020 coverage. We've got France and Switzerland on the way later in around about 25 or 30 minutes or so, something along those lines, with Jack Cunningham. And of course, the winners of that will play the winners of this one, which currently, as it stands, is going to be Spain. But there's an effort here. Oh, and that's dragged wide by the number 14, which is Budimir. And if that was to be, that was a great through ball, and not far away there from making it for Croatia and really making it into more of a game again. And Unai Simon there, it was certainly going past the goalkeeper, Budimir, decent effort, and just whistles wide of the goal there. And you see Livakovic frustrated as well, and also the Croat manager as well, the Croatian manager there, punching the air in frustration a little bit. But they've certainly come out fighting in terms of this end of the game, the final 15-minute period, of extra time for them. And it's now a chance for Croatia, whips in from this corner, but well defended, and it's now with, I think that's the number 11, Brozovic. No, it's Brekalo, who's all the way back to the goalkeeper, Livakovic though. Plays it out to Modric, in fact, knows. Chance here for Croatia now. Into the box it goes, well defended by, that's Aspilicueta that did well there to defend that one, and it's now Morata for Spain. Good defending there by Caleta that time. There's a slip there, but Brozovic is still able to keep possession, as you know it's given away to the Spanish man Ruiz now. Looking on the overlap, that's well defended, but Ruiz gets it back though. Now, who's that there? It's with the right fullback, I think, which is now Aspilicueta. That's all the way back to Pau Torres. And we will give you the man of the match in a moment as well. It's with the goalkeeper Unai Simon now, and it's now with Pau Torres, and now Simon as well. Simon's going to clear it, is he, to the right-hand side to Aspilicueta, and now it's with the Chelsea man once more. Into midfield it goes. Busquets, I think that is, looking for the run of, I couldn't quite see, but Brekalo shoved him over the hoarding board anyway. Might have been the number 18, which was Alba. It was indeed. Gets back onto the field and play again now. Good play there from Luka Modric. Is he going to win the throw, or has he gone in favour of Spain? It's Brekalo over there, so it is a Croatian ball. I think my man of the match, I could give it to a number of the Spanish players. In fact, I think I mentioned earlier that it was going to be a Croatian player, but now I've got a little bit of extra time. I think it might be going to a Spanish player at the moment, and I think I'm going to give it to. Let's have a look here. Just have a look, because there's currently a chance here for Jose Barral. Just going to knock it around at the back at the moment. It's Rodri, sorry. Now it's with the number 18, Alba. It's hard to give my man the match, considering that not many of them actually have played the full 90 minutes, really. It's Brozovic was just chasing that one down, was he? It's now with Spain though, and is there a foul there by Vida on Morata? Let's see, Spanish free kick, sorry. You listen to the Commentary Hub in partnership with JB Sports as well for this Euro 2020 coverage. Currently Spain leading by 5-3 in extra time. 20 minutes of extra time have been played, of course. It's now with goalkeeper Unai Simon. And it's now played into Torres and also out to Alba. And I think there's a foul on Morata. The referee says no, and Vida throws it into Modric, and Modric knocks it on to Brozovic, I think now, to Caleta to Vida. Looking for Kramaric, well defended there by Pau Torres, is that, and is Jordi Alba now. Pau Torres It's given away though. Here's Modric. Good defending there by Ruiz, and now it's with Pedri now. Out it goes to, is that Dani Olmo, I think? Trying to find Ruiz now. A chance here for Spain now with the number 18, Jordi Alba, in possession. Now it's with Pau Torres. Back to the goalkeeper it goes, to Unai Simon. And now it's with Laporte, to Ruiz now. Sorry, not Ruiz, in fact, Mikel Oyarzabal, sorry. Now it's with, is that Dani Olmo, I think? Now, chance here for Spain, just playing it around in midfield. There's Pedri. It's Azpilicueta now. Back to Pedri once more. Now it's with Ruiz and on to Jordi Alba. Chance here for Spain to build up from the back. Now it's with Pau Torres and on to Laporte as well. Out it goes to Azpilicueta, is that? Was that Azpilicueta now? Anyways, Spain have possession anyway. Playing it in midfield. There's Pedri. Now it's back with Pau Torres. And on to the goalkeeper, Simon. In fact, it wasn't Torres, it was actually Laporte, I should say. Now it's Torres. Into midfield. Given away though, is it? No, well defended by Laporte there. And there's Alba. Now it's the number 17, Ruiz. Now Alba. Now Simon. Well played there. Now it's with the number 4, Torres, and on goes to the midfielder. Now on to Jordi Alba now into midfield, and it's gone off of Vido. Is that off a hand? The referee says, I think it has gone off a hand, and it's now a Spain free kick, and Croatia are going to make a sub. Luka Modric is exiting the fray, so he's been replaced by the number 26 of Luka Ivanisevic. That is Croatia's last substitution. And it's Spain still leading by 5-3. And it's looking for a through ball there to, I think that was on to Pedri, was that maybe? Or no, it was actually towards Mikel Oyarzabal, I believe, in fact. We're coming up to the 24th minute of extra time. And Croatia in possession now with Kramaric. Knocks it back now to Brekalo, I think that is. Now on to the midfield of, I think there was Ivanisevic involved as well. Now it's with Croatia's backline of Coletta Carlo. Now into midfield it goes with, I think Brozovic is involved there. All the way through to Unai Simon though. He's going to take a touch and come out and claim that comfortably, and looks to bowl it out, does he? The referee says it's fine to carry on. There's a chance here for Spain now. It's with the number 19, Dani Olmo. Spain just slowing possession down a little bit now. It's now with Ruiz. On to Jordi Alba. Now it's the number 4, Pau Torres. Back to goalkeeper Unai Simon. With 5 minutes away from the end of extra time. Spain still leading by 5-3. And here's Alvaro Morata now for the Spanish. Running through on goal, Morata. Oh, that's a good save in the end by Livakovic, I think, to put that behind. Has it actually gone? Was it a save or did it go behind without the goalkeeper getting on the end of it? Let's have a look here. He got the better of Coletta Carr, and he actually used a great save from the goalkeeper there, Livakovic, because that was probably going to nestle in the back of the net otherwise from Morata. But well saved there by Livakovic to deny him, and it's a corner ball for Spain now. It's just showing a few dejected Croatian players there. And the manager as well. Of course, you're listening to the Commentary Hub in partnership with JB Sports for this Euro 2020 coverage. And Spain in possession now with Olmo to Alba. Now it's Rodri. Spain just knocking it around at the moment in the midfield. Now it's Torres onto Oyarzabal, I think that was. No, it was Ruiz, sorry. Now it's with Pau Torres onto Unai Simon. I'll take a couple of touches now. There's a free kick here for Spain now. And I've decided my man of the match, Russ, in fact, and I'm going to give it to the Spanish substitute, Dani Olmo, the number 19. He was involved in the extra time goals. So Dani Olmo is actually going to be my overall man of the match in the end. I think his contribution is going to be a winning one for his nation. So Dani Olmo wins my man of the match for commentary services because of his extra time performance more than his actual performance throughout the game. It's now with Unai Simon. Into the midfield it goes. Croatia look like they're going to be heading out now. Is that a foul there? Referee says no. Ruiz down, and Croatia have about 2.5 minutes plus stoppage time to grab themselves 2 goals. Otherwise they will be exiting the competition at this last 16 stage. And Spain will progress to face the winners of Jack Cunningham's game, which he's going to be bringing you in about 15 minutes between France and Switzerland. As you've got some more fantastic coverage on the way on the Commentary Hub and JB Sports. Of course, tomorrow sees England and Germany, and also the game between Sweden and Ukraine, with John Kane commentating on the England game alongside JB, and Russ Vernon bringing Sweden and Ukraine, of course, the later game. As Croatia are about 1.5 minutes away from exiting this competition now, and Spain could potentially even get a 6th now. It's now with Ruiz out to, I think that's Dani Olmo, I believe, is it? He's going to go, he's going to let it roll behind. No, he's going to keep possession here. This knocks it back to Rodri there. And now Ruiz, Alba, back to the midfielder of Rodri again, I think that was, or was it Pedri maybe that time? But it's been knocked around by Spain now at the back. Still remains Croatia 3, Spain 5. Last minute of extra time, plus any additional. We're 45 seconds away from that. Finding out if we've got any additional time. And it's with Jordi Alba now. Into Morata now. There's a chance for Ruiz onto, is that Olmo? Shot a goal. Is it the post? Ruiz. Chance here for Morata. Well defended. Morata's going to knock it back to Ruiz though. Ruiz scuffs that one wide. And not troubling Livakovic in the Croatian goal, but they do only have about 10 seconds now to get through plus stoppage time. And there's a great effort there from the Spanish midfielder there. Was Dani Olmo there. His effort off the post and not far away from sealing the game there. As we're now into 1 minute of additional time. And Spain are going to be progressing to face the winners of the game between France and Switzerland, which is going to be brought to you by Jack Cunningham, of course. And we do have that one coming up in about 15 minutes. In fact, just under 15 minutes now. For the start of that programme. There's a chance here for Morata now. Through on goal, Alvaro Morata. He scuffs that one wide. Couldn't direct that on target. But Spain are only about 23 seconds away from the next round now and qualifying. It's now with the Croatian defender there. And it's into midfield with, I think, was that Kramaric, a chance here for Croatia now. It's gone out to play for a throw-in though. You see the Spanish players and staff there getting ready to go on and celebrate because this game is now over the additional minute and Spain have progressed 5-3 after extra time. What a cracking game this has been. Game of the knockouts, absolutely 100%. We've had an extra 30 minutes as well. And what a fantastic comeback from Croatia, first of all, to go and pull this game back to 3-3 after Spain went 3-1 up. And then Spain to go on and put it out of the bag and get their 2-goal advantage back again, which was the difference at the full time and extra time. And it finished Croatia 3, Spain 5. And wow, I think I need to lie down, Russ.
Yes, I think you do, Mike Orneman. I think you do, my friend. Go and have a lie down and go and take a very nice break and listen to the coverage that Jack will be fetching us up very, very soon. So, let's see. We've just got one final comment in here, which is from Bruce Bandman Wayne. He says, "Thanks for the audio commentary, mate." Cheers, Wayne. So, thank you,
Cheers.
Wayne.
Thanks, Wayne. Appreciate that, mate, and JB as well. Appreciate your comment there.
Yeah, and JB says, "Go grab your tea, Mike. You're venting, mate." And I agree with JB there, Mike. Go in and grab your tea. You're venting, my friend, and we'll catch you on the channel very, very soon, my friend. I'm sure of that. But coming right up next, join us in a few minutes as France take on Switzerland. England, Germany tomorrow at 5. Sweden, Ukraine 8. Join us very, very shortly. From all of us here on this broadcast. We'll see you again in around about 10 minutes' time. Bye-bye.